Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. It's Megan, and today I'm going to be sharing my Olympic Games TBR with you all. I am participating in the Olympic Games Readathon taking place throughout the month of July. I will link the hosts and description and everything down below so that you can check it out if you're interested. I know this is a bit late, but it is what it is. The Olympic Games Readathon is based on the Percy Jackson series, so you are competing in the race with your house. And I took the quiz. I've taken the quiz multiple times before, so I kind of expected this, but I got Poseidon as my Olympic father. And yeah, so we're gonna go with the Poseidon house, and then I'm also picking up some extracurriculars along the way to get some extra points for the team. So for Poseidon specifically, the first prompt is to read a book with a blue cover. For this, I'm going to be reading The Rising Storm. This is the next book of the High Republic series in the Star Wars saga, and I'm very excited about this. I've been reading the Star Wars series kind of in consecutive order or chronological order. That's the word I'm looking for. I am just waiting for my physical copy to come in before I start picking it up. Next, because Percy Jackson wields a sword, you are supposed to read a book with a character who also wields a sword. I'm taking an entire guess on this one just because it's a fantasy. I feel like there has to be some sort of sword element or character using a sword. So I'm going to be picking up We Hunt the Flame by House of Faisal. If there's not a sword somewhere in this book, I'll pick up another book. I'm reading tons of fantasy in July, so I'm sure I'll find a book with a sword wielding character in it. But I really want to get to this book, so I've tried to incorporate it in all of my TBRs. Next is to read a book with a non-human main character. So I'm picking up Shatter the Sky because one of our main characters, even though we don't get the exact perspective of this character, one of our main characters is a dragon, which is super exciting. This tells the story of a girl whose girlfriend was stolen by the Empire, so she goes on a quest to save her girlfriend by stealing a dragon, and it's fantastic. This will be a reread for me so that I can pick up Storm the Earth. Next is to read a book that you have not heard a lot about. And for this, I'm going to be picking up Nine of Swords. This is an arc sent to me by Brooklyn Quintana for a review, and I'm very excited to get into this one. Today is July 3rd, so I have read some of this. I'm currently on page 160, and I'm really enjoying it so far. I'm still trying to figure out what exactly is going on, but there is a school in which these students will compete in basically a huge trial to the death. But let me read some of these for you. Firstly, be mindful of the water's edge. The mermaids are not always to be trusted, and the dolphins are quite unreliable. Second, try not to get lost in the catacombs. Should you wander too far, your safety cannot be guaranteed. And remember, be wary of the jungle. The trees like to rearrange themselves, and do steer clear of the vines, lest you not return from your adventure intact or even alive. We hope to see you at the end of your games, should you make it that far. Our main character just got to the school, and they're kind of wandering around learning more about it, so I haven't gotten into the trials element, but I'm really enjoying the language and description and written plot and all the good things so far. And finally, for Poseidon, you need to read a book that will make you happy, and I don't know what makes you happier than romance. So I'm going to be picking up the sequel to Get a Life Chloe Brown, and that is Take a Hint Danny Brown. And whereas Chloe Brown was enemies to lovers, I believe Take a Hint Danny Brown is fake dating, which is one of my absolute favorite romance tropes. Oh, I also don't have a Camp Half-Blood shirt, so enjoy this Ohana shirt because it's water vibes. Haha. Now for the extracurriculars, I'm going to be going for Pegasus writing. For Pegasus writing, you need to read a book published within the last 5 years. I'm actually reading a book that was published this year, and that will be Rule of Wolves by Leigh Bardugo. This is the second book in the King of Scars duology and part of the Grishaverse series, and I believe it's the final book we're going to get in the Grishaverse for quite some time, if ever at all, so it's going to be a bittersweet read for sure. Next, I'll be going for archery, and that is to read a book under 200 pages. For this, I'm going to be picking up the graphic novel Swamp Thing by Maggie Stiefvater. And fun fact, this will actually be my first Maggie book. And I know Maggie wrote the Raven Boys series, so I really need to pick up that series. But I'm excited to delve into a little bit of their work. So, not sure what this is about, but it's cute. Next is Canoeing, and for this you are to read a book in or near a body of water. I'm going to be picking up Namesake by Adrienne Young for this. This is the sequel to Fable. In Fable, you are following a girl named Fable who was left on an island of thieves by her father to prove that she can survive in this world. And it's a really cute pirate novel, and I'm excited to pick up Namesake now. Next is Climbing Wall. For this, you are to read a book that is next in the series. I thought that was a really clever prompt for Climbing Wall because you're like reaching for the next. I'm going with a simple one for this, and that is The Promised Neverland Volume 11. So very excited to get to this one. And finally, for my last extracurricular, I'm going for Capture the Flag, which is the most anticipated read you have. And I think you guys already know where I'm going with this one. This has been my most anticipated read all year, if not since Heart of Flames came out. I'll be picking up Wings of Shadow, the third and final book of the Crown of Feathers trilogy. It releases this month and I'm so ecstatic. I cannot wait, and I don't even have words because I'm so excited, so stay tuned for that. But those are all the prompts for the Olympic Games TBR I have. Thank you guys for watching this video, and I'll check in with you in my next one. Bye everyone!